If you have not noticed, this twink figure, I am Skinny Legend. No, the puns make sense, he's Pinoy. I know the Pinoy puns and the need to switch it into a different song and the Broadway hits and everything. Bitches Pinoy, I should have seen it from day one. Hey guys, before we begin, let's give huge shoutouts to the patrons who make all this possible. Sebastian, Victor H, CC Anthony, Null, Janvin S, Rocky, Pandora, Givertate Green, Stephen McLeese, Karina Ball, John, Daniel Bruce, Coledi, Kenny Zabu, Dominic Rees, Elizana, Russell, Ryder Evans, Timberbrowski, Matt, Thomas Wilcock, Jen Zhang, Landa Meadows, Hey I'm Logan, Yo-Yo Dre, Thanatos13, Ruben Gutierrez, Zapper, Dire Cakes, OK Pigu, and everybody at the Luncheoneers and the ones following free. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. Um, Sorry about the delay in post. There was just some few logistics things that I had to deal with behind the scenes. But we got the recordings in. I just need to put in the extra effort to edit them in. The editor that I tried to get is still learning the ropes, in a way. Sorry. So yeah, sorry about that. But we're still on track, don't you worry. Anyways, back to the show. Alright, hold up. Hello everybody. It's been quite a bit. Welcome back to Tattoos and Tulips. You might be wondering why it's a little bit more noisy than usual. Well, I gotta say, I am in the midst of a cafe. There's a lot of people. At the lower ground, I'm on the loft side. And it's cozy. I would have booked a hotel, but at the hotel, I either wind up doing horrible things or just passing out. I need to be productive. Guys, you gotta understand, I need to be productive. I need to be able to work. And sometimes that means other people, but then other people are a nightmare. So I'm in a more ideal situation right now. I just wish there were less kids that would make noise like this. Anyways, hold on. I'd like to recap everything that we've done so far. We've been bridal carried out of the park, and it has been lovely. But we must continue on with the rest of the story and become proper adults, as they say. I don't want to though. I look. I'll be real here. This is fun thus far. I like it. I miss. Oh fuck! Wait. Load, please. I have a save. Very moment. Chapter 5. You had me at hello. I still hate the pun. It is good, but I hate it. Oh, we're at the beach. It's a beach episode. B. You're styling. Also, our guy here, Chris, is styled. I don't know, for a beach there's too many layers, but at the same time it doesn't look very sunny, does it? I'm glad you're able to come, Chris. Me too, though maybe we should have waited for Shay to help us move the stuff. B and I trudged through the sand, heaving all the way to our spot on the beach. We're a lot of things, but strong's not one of them. Someone's ordering an almond biscotti downstairs. The amount of things I hear right now. It's wild. Especially me. Shh, we don't need him. I could do this all by myself if I didn't skip arm day. And leg day. And, well, gym days in general, honestly. Girl. Gym. Hey, at least I go, you ass. Excuse me, I would like to preserve my twink figure. If you have not noticed, this twink figure, I am Skinny Legend. You have to appreciate that. I am a skinny legend, a frail maiden. I mean, a fair maiden. Fuck. I'm sure my hands weren't full. She'd have pushed my shoulder. Instead, she sells for kicking some sand at me. Don't shame me. I don't need the gym to make me miserable. I can do that all on my own, thank you. As we arrive at our spot, I'm happy to see that by some stroke of luck it isn't taken, despite taking about to waddle our way there. We're no strangers to this beach, so it doesn't take us long to unload. Large blanket, towels over top that, parasol overhead, lounge chairs behind our Fuck, you guys have lounge chairs! Y'all got lounge chairs! I'm so surprised. On top of the coolers are speaker B's phone as she takes the opportunity to blast some music. take a quick once over at our setup, then turn around looking up and down at the mostly empty beach. I'm so glad that I'm able to mute the most of the noise. The sky overhead is mostly clouds. It wasn't supposed to rain, at least. I don't think. It does look like it's ready to pour on your asses. But then again, you know, it's a rare chance to go out on the beach. I wish I went to the beach, but instead I brought my laptop for work. Blah. With as many clouds as there are out, at least I won't have to worry about sunburn. I just want... I remember this song by an opium. I just want to go to the beach. Sunburn. Please tell me you guys know about that. I give myself a mental pat on the back. This is exactly why I go to the beach first thing in the morning, to beat the crowd. As soon as 11 AM hits, everyone and their uncle will be there. Maybe I should go to the beach at 11 to find an uncle. We lounge around for about 30 minutes, chatting, singing, and drinking some of the juice boxes we brought before we start to wonder where the hell Shay is. He was supposed to meet us there at the same time. He invited us. Figured he might be running a bit late. This is a new area for him after all. Traffic wasn't too bad, but it only gets worse by the minute. I didn't have to bring it up before B does. He's running late, I should call him. I could always text him, but I'm hesitant to do so for whatever weird reason. She begrudgingly turns off her music and calls him. I can hear the ring over the Bluetooth. After the 5th ring, we hear his voicemail. Hey, this is Shay. Sorry I couldn't make it to the phone right now. No answer? B dropped the phone from her ear and tapped away at it. You know what? I never got voice message to work on my phone, but at the same time, I think it's a paid service and I'm not willing to pay for that bullshit. Maybe he's on his way and his phone died? B is one of the most laid-back people I know. She's an optimist through and through. One with a bit of a sassy streak, but an optimist nonetheless. Makes sense. The cynic in me doesn't want to believe it could be that simple. We probably forgot about our plans altogether. No... Chris, no one's out to fucking fight you all the time. Oh my god, what happened in high school, baby boy? What the euphoria happened? I still stand by the sudden euphoria shift in the storyline. I am not letting that down. It makes for a good point though, like, hey, you never know what the fuck happens. High school's crazy and the kids are too. I'm no stranger to having dates ghost me. This isn't a date, it's just a friendly gathering. Calm down. Yeah, exactly. Okay, not exactly. What the fuck's on your mic, Chris? Oh my god, stop panicking. Now you know this is the anxiety in him, you know? Like, once you're well aware of what anxiety feels like, you know you know when to tell someone, baby, sweetie, no. Oh my god, don't be like this. I will not entertain this bout of negativity. I feel him open my eyes. I see a tall ink figure jog into view. It's like something out of Baywatch. Chiseled absent. I expect. You know what? It's easy enough to imagine the abs on him. We've seen it. The fucking such. Chiseled abs effects glistening against the sun. Long toned legs kicking up the sand. It could have been the heat, but my throat goes dry. Of course you blush at this very moment, sweetie. Guys, would you look at that? He decided to show his stupid hunky self after all. Why are you blushing like this? Chris, I know what you are. I know what you are, bitch. I know what you are. I pull out my phone and it confirms my thoughts. A whole hour later. You better have a good excuse. She gets up this her spot to me. I'm glad you're okay. I tried calling you, but it kept going to voicemail. I know, I'm so sorry. I don't want to worry you. I stayed up pretty late last night and slept in this morning. My phone died, so I didn't have my alarm to wake me up. I feel so bad. That's all that happened? That's that close to what B said? Yeah! See, you don't have to panic. A lot of brainworms, my dude. What sucks is that I used to be in his kind of mentality. I was tossing and turning my fucking head over possible scenarios, and I'm just like... It's hard to anticipate everything just because you're anxious. So, a couple of friends helped me through it. A friend in his friend group, and the people introduced. A lot of people helped me through that shit. I still stand by it though, some people do tend to be assholes, so, you know. I can understand being cautious, but I'm like, to find the best friends, you really gotta open your fucking heart out, you know? Leave her some. It sucks. It sucks, and it's scary. Sorry, I'm seeing a lot of myself in Chris. That's a little horrifying. That did make the most sense. Yes, exactly. What's the philosophy behind that? Occam's razor. The most simplest answer is usually the right one. He slaps his head. He seems to be really taking this hard. Yes, he is one of those super punctual people. I would too. But then I would... Oh, he's... Fuck, I'm not falling for this guy. He has such a sad expression. It's not good. It's not a good look for him. Catches my eye and I realize I've been staring him down. Well, not just staring, glaring. I relax. Hey, don't beat yourself up. You made it. Better late than never, right? Oh, see, it takes... It... Oh my god, it did take a handsome man for me to warm my emotions. I'll tell you guys about my group later at some point. A little sad and embarrassing. I attempt to comfort him, though admittedly it comes out kinda clumsy. He seems hesitant, but rubbing his face with one hand, he does a silly gesture where he pauses and looks at me through the gaps. My face goes hot. Is he a kid? Isn't he the oldest? I feel my face tighten, but I make no attempt to soften it. I walk over to one of the loungers and take a seat. You're right. Let's just make the most of the day now that I'm here. What I miss? A whole lot of nothing. That exciting, huh? Looks around before he comes over to me, turning his gaze from my eyes to my legs. What's he doing? Is he gonna eat me? No, it's not that kind of game.
Is your ankle doing better?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I toppled over because, my ankles. I look down at it, almost forgetting all about it. Thanks to Granny's advice, I feel better.
Yeah, I guess I just rolled it. Granny was quick to take care of it, and, you helped a lot, too. If I'd walked the entire trail back on it, maybe it would be way worse, so, thanks again for that.
Oh, what a baby. Baby boy. Baby girl. He's baby girl. She waves his hand as if swatting away the idea in its entirety.
It's nothing at all. I'm just glad you're okay. I might not have showed it, but I was pretty freaked out.
Like, a little like dead. Shot dead.
But I didn't want to scare you guys.
He was that worried a little bit. There was no blood. I didn't... if it was broken, I would be screaming bloody murder. I think we would know that by now. I bite my lip, unable to maintain eye contact. Hearing that made my heart ache.
I wasn't scared at all. Sorry if me being stubborn made it worse.
Ah, yeah, good, my dude. Thinking back on it, realizing I might have made him and be worried makes me hate my... Oh my god! Don't ruminate on that like that. Especially in that direction, no. But at the same time, I understand, but you know. It's kind of weird knowing what self-love is, you know? I'm so stupid, I didn't even think of... Oh my god,
I think it's cool you wanted to power through it and all, but... I didn't want you to... I've been on crutches before, and besides, you nearly...
I'm being a baby.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be more careful in the future.
Let's just enjoy the beach today.
That's no fun. Don't be too cautious. If anything bad happens, I'll get you out of there.
He pat my shoulder encouragingly. Encouragement does do something. I feel less bad. Bee stood there smiling, watching us for a moment before saying something.
I would have dragged Chris out if it were just me, but it would have really taken a toll on the shoes. Would have been something out of a war movie for sure.
The image is a good one. If something happened to her, I'd have done the same. Yeah, we would have dragged each other by the feet. There's no way I'm gonna be able to carry somebody. I don't know about you guys, but I want to make a I almost read Scandal. My brain rot. My fucking brain rot is out of there. It's in the sewers. He wants to make a sandcastle, not a scandal. God help me. I need a cleansing. I need holy water. He really is a child at heart. I haven't had a chance to make a sandcastle in ages. The beaches nearby are kind of murky, if not dubious. The nearest one is 3 hours from here, so that kind of sucks. He really is a child at heart, but if that's the case, then I am too, because that sounds pretty nice. The beach is already filling up with more and more people, but luckily not so much you're too close. We still have a decent chunk of area to ourselves, with our own sand, shells, and sea. We're on our knees, hands working way to the lump of sand we created. I wish I could know it's a little difficultly for me, but I stick to a tried and true method of creating them out. What is a good sandcastle without a moat? We got to keep those pesky crab riders out of the Seaweed Kingdom's fortress. I do not know why I have changed my inner voice. He is... Inside Chris is a European man. Okay, maybe not like that. I'm going to hell. Meanwhile, Shay forms the base, and B helps better define the edges. She likes to work with clay sometimes. I mean, that's why she's pretty good at this. With time, we finally construct something that actually looks like a castle. A first for me. Probably because I had nothing to do with the actual shape to begin with, except for the occasional answer to one of their questions. Does this look good, Chris? Is the main gate too small? The only thing left is some actual decorations. Which brings me to my search for seashells. I'm always down to look for little trinkets. I guess that's the gatherer in me. Never been a hunter personally, hence not eating meat, I guess. Let me tell you guys something. I'm not a good fighter in Rust, which is an MMO sort of survival game. I always hunt, gather materials and resources. I'm a farmer and a gatherer. My friends are the good hunters. They kill other players, grab their loot, run off. I usually just provide cover fire. Oh my fucking god. Stop! Stop mirroring me! Oh my god! I swear the devs actually know what kind of person I am. Or am I just the archetype? Do I fit the archetype too well? The next hour is filled with one of us finding something, running up to the others and showing them so we can get all excited over each and every oceanic fossil we come across. I'm sure the kids around us think we're strange, but I find that the older I get, the harder I hold on to the childish innocence. Being a kid is the peak of life, and we spend the rest of our time striving to relive that wonder, despite the knowledge that life is filled with stupid and never-ending conflict and suffering. Okay, we get it. Seashells. Chris, seashells. Yeah. Just before me, I spot some Gaillardias, better known as blanket flowers, nestled in some grass. Their bright yellow and deep maroon color scheme easy to spot in a field of green. It doesn't take any more than a couple. Oh wait, I don't take any more than a couple. Careful not to ruin the plant from growing new flowers. I carried them over to Hershey and Bay, already adding to the sandcastle. Of course he got some flowers. Predictable, but welcome. You don't have to say it. The castle was starting to look a bit too stony and dead for my liking. What are those? They call them blanket flowers because the pattern resembles some Native American blankets. I think we have taken a plant class. Horticulture, I think is what it's called. It involves trees, flowers, and stuff. But yeah, I agree. I would have definitely enjoyed the school a bunch more then. Me too. Me 3. It'd be great if we got a picture of the sandcastle. That's something to add here, just in case. After building our sandcastle this long before the urge takes over, I've got to get in the water. You're not dressed. Okay, now you're dressed. How do you have defined pectorals like that? Must be genetics. Most of the time I spend standing and letting the waves hit me, walking around and cool myself. I tend to start to check and chase bogus. I'm sorry if I'm sounding EP in a way. I don't know, I had a rough night last night. Just haven't been feeling myself. I actually took a leave today? Yeah. Anyway. I turned to the shore, check on Shay's progress. Still knee deep, it's not that cold, man. But laugh it off, I'm not going to wait on him. Though in a moment, something shifts, and my staying in the shallow part doesn't matter. Visible to my eye, I feel myself pulled backwards away from the shore. Oh no! I'm a strong swimmer. I've been swimming nearly my whole— Oh shit, you're a strong swimmer. That explains the title. I try not to panic. Remember what I was taught. Swim parallel to the shore. And I feel as if I make progress, but still something's clearly wrong. It's not working.
Huh?
Oh no! Help! Right before I'm even 21, something rips through.
Chris! Let go! Stop swimming against it! Just float!
My muscles relax and something breaks, then I'm stranded, floating like some driftwood. What happened? Holy! Those are some layered abs. Those are rippled. Although... Isn't it too? It's toe. Definitely ripped. I'll share a few thoughts later. The water moves and a figure approaches me. It's so warm, so gentle the way he grabs me, I could cry. Are we getting another art scene? Although that could be the overwhelming relief of escape from the jaws of death. I can't move and I sit in his arms as he hugs me.
Hey,
I
let's get you
slowly.
back. Can you swim, or do you need me to help?
Swimming isn't a problem. I can't, but not for
I
long.
might need some help later.
You were really fighting. I got you. Just hold on. I'll get us back.
What's with this comforting voice? I can't be this weak. I need to be strong. I need to be strong. Hold on, sisters. Everything's clear. The fear, the panic, my vision, I start to have control over my senses again. Alright, let's get home. I see the shore, standing as B rushes over. Her familiarity does it for me and I hug her back. I feel like a kid again. Can't even feel embarrassment, just more overwhelming relief. The enemy dies with Shay.
Saved my life.
You even swam parallel. I thought you could get yourself out, but that riptide was something nasty. Usually they're not that bad. You just...
Even after he literally rescued me from drowning, he's the modest. This guy. Ugh. It's tight, desperate to breathe him in, decide that's enough and pull away. Oh my god. He stops him before I can give him the lease to the busy bee as a compensation. I'm a bit worked up. I have a headache. I take a seat in the lounge chair. Ah, okay. Just like that, he's gone again. Truly Baywatch. I'm astonished by it. Nah, like I'm paying witness to something too good for this world. I realize then, lounging in silence as I watch him jog down the sea lane, that I really care about him more than a friend. I have a crush on him. Shoo-doo, shoo-doo. Somebody play that bit. I'm done with denying it. If you can't deny it, who you are and how you feeling, baby, we're not playing. Someone bring the Hercules soundtrack here. Maybe everything will be okay. Maybe he'll still be there, even if things go wrong. Our day pretty much ends there. I was so exhausted after everything I was said and done. Shay walks us to B's car, just like he had after our visit to the park. There are a couple words exchanged, and I'm back to the front of Busy Bee 15 minutes later. It feels like a blur. I notice when I get home the sting along my skin and the reddish stains is hard to miss. Oh, sunburn. I just can't catch a break. What carnation? Don't hurry, don't worry, and be sure to smell the flowers along the way. Walter Hagen. My granny takes one look at me, lowers her head, and shakes it disappointedly. Oh my god, don't get on my case, Granny. Uh-huh. He makes her way back over to the counter, work away at the arrangement. Got it. How's B? She must be busy because I did. I'm gonna sound like Cruella from that Cruella series. How's B? She must be busy because I don't see her around very much. Still at the department store? What was it called again? Pockets. I haven't been in that place since it opened, but I don't think they've got much for an old guy like me anyway. I don't know. I think they have some fanny packs. Uh huh. Care to repeat that? I take it back. Don't make me poke you. No, please don't. Honestly, you're no different from when you were a little boy. I can't believe you're going to be 21 in 3 days. Before you know it, you'll be my age. Your knees creaking with every step. Speaking of, did you ever figure out what you were going to do for your birthday? I haven't thought about it. Bee mentioned I could have a party at her place. Should I? Should I invite Shay? Or would that be too much? It is not too much. Bitch, get your man. She knows my answer before I open my mouth. So nothing. It's Chris, are you there? I'm sorry, I don't know. You seem out of it. Something on your mind. Don't tell me you're stressing over your birthday. It's not that. It isn't anything, right? Then what is it? A special someone? It's not me, is it? That's a whole bag of worms. No, I mean, I love you, but she's like my sister. Well, that's a relief. Who is it? I promised I wouldn't tell Grandma. She doesn't need to get into my business and tell me a good Christian boy should date someone from the choir, like a choir boy. And definitely not the pastor. I still gotta tell that story about the pastor thing, don't I? Ugh. I feel my head swirling at all the implications. It's threatening to escape me if I don't vent it out. Look, it's nothing serious. I don't even plan on acting on it. It's this friend of his I've been hanging out with. He went to the park with us and the beach today. He's actually helped me when I injured myself, and again today when I got caught in a riptide. Oh, you forgot to mention the riptide. Are you okay? Yeah, it was really scary to help me again today. I'm glad it worked out. I got caught in that as a girl. Swam parallel to the shore. That's what I taught you. Did you do that? I did, but that didn't work. Well, unfortunately, it helps most of the time, but not always. That's just bad luck. I'm glad he was there then. I need to meet him. He sounds like a real stand-up guy. Wait, how did you know there's a guy? Oh, you know what? Trust my old brain. I know who that is. You do? Walked me across the street the other day. You did? No, I'm just pulling your leg. Sweet merciful heavens, that got me. Though this with his track record it seems highly likely. No, but I do know him. Back in my day, when a new resident came to town, we greeted them. When he first moved here, I brought him some brownies when he took over that shop. His shop is really nice, and he's sweet as can be. Reminds me of an old boyfriend I had, a biker named Gerald. Please show me Gerald. They went by Gearhead of all things. Looked all mean and cocky, but was a big old softy. Don't let Red Cherry say that. Which is Granny's boyfriend. She met about 2 years after Poppy passed away. Moved in with him a year after that, and that's about when she let me live here in her and Poppy's old apartment upstairs. It's always surprising to me that Granny could manage to fall in love again after Poppy. Some of the family might have looked down on her for that, but I admired it. I'm so grateful to have such an awesome place to live in. Rich seems like a good guy. I'm glad my granny still has something she can share with the rest of her life with. Someone. Rich knows good and well we both had entire lives before meeting Manadada. I'm just teasing. No, Grandmama, Grandmama, it's not like that. I'm a pure I'm, I, could- I'm an upstanding suburban. I, I need to stop. I have to crack jokes here and there. I could only blink in response, my cheeks hot to the touch. Even won my own granny over with a single interaction. This is bad. Very bad. Would you think you're kidding? He's the earth and heaven to you. I don't wanna like him. He's too hot. I got the whole world to see. She stopped mid-sniff. No, you didn't. Nope, nope, no, 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 bitch. What the fuck are you saying? Meet someone nice and attractive, fall for them, and everything goes wrong. Alright, alright. Oh my god. Oh. I'll be a blubbering mess before too long if I'm not careful. I already done enough crying for a day. Ah, Grandma! Hearing her praise, knowing she's proud of me, that I've proved since my old days, reassures me that the choices I've made so far have been for the best, no matter how much it sucks. Granny has lived so long, seen so much, loved so many, having her support is all I need. However, although I can't tell you what to do or how to feel, I want you to keep something in mind, so listen. Yeah, yeah, it did, Grandma. Get to the. I don't want to rush you, sweetie, but you gotta get to get the core now. Uh, See, this is what I mentioned earlier. Like, you gotta be fucking damn vulnerable just to open up to the good friends too. So you gotta be constantly on the, like that. Yeah. Who'd you think of it? I keep going back to that. Exactly. What she says makes sense, most of which I already knew. I guess I just wanted to believe there was some secret off switch. I can care for him as a friend. Nothing says it has to be more than that. And if she hears my thoughts, Granny speaks again. If only my other friends online were like this. Or rather, my. uh, I'll discuss that at another time. He's pretty damn close. I don't have many friends, and I don't have any friends I want to kiss. Will my crush go away if I put Shay off limits? Do I have enough self control? I have to try. I don't know how much more bad romance I can endure. Oh, I've already put so much time into those who've wronged me. Yeah, you put too much energy in those. I don't know anything about his world, his preferences, his past. I don't know how I could have ever considered him a romantic prospect when I barely know him as a person. I can't keep letting pretty faces cloud my judgment and steer my love life. No, I'm going to enjoy being 21, spending time with friends, and not worrying about being enough for someone. I've abandoned myself for so long, I won't let anyone get in the way of me again. I'm filled with a sense of peace for the first time in God knows how long. It feels silly almost. How had I managed to work myself up so much? As for my party next week, B said I could have it at her place, like do a sleepover. With alcohol? That was the plan. That seems better than going to some sketchy bar at least. Just be careful with those tasty cocktails. They are dangerous. One moment you're drinking some fruity frou-frou drink with an umbrella, and the next you wake up behind a dumpster in the bar parking lot. Nah, she's lived that life. Granny was like the biker chick who's who lived like the crazy life and settled down with flowers. Oh, you're good, Poppy and I. We used to run from the law. Sipped on some martinis, went diner to diner, got into some bar fights. I won pool a lot because he wasn't good at trajectories in math. But there, but your Poppy and I, we ran some wild shit together. Chased trucks, got bitches. She's the grandma who got bitches. I'll be careful. That's my sweet grandson. Now give your Granny A. Smith a kiss. I'm going to close shop and you're going to take your tush upstairs. I don't argue with her. I kissed her, I retrieved some aloe gel from the fridge, take it upstairs. Despite staying all over, I feel more tired. I'm more tired than anything. I slathered it all over myself. Putting on a shirt, I don't mind getting dirty from the inside and flop onto my bed. The sun exhaustion catching up to me as I fall deep sleep. Happy birthday to you. Weeds are flowers too once I get to know them. Happy birthday. I'm usually slow to rise and grumpy at the first hours after I'm woken up, but today I wake up easier than I had before. She sets the bouquet and balloons on the nightstand, gives me a big warm hug. After some time, she releases it and sits on the end of my bed. I scratch at my head. My hair already needs a good spray down and brush. My hair isn't the only thing that needs a brush. Thanks, Granny. It is so sweet. Well, there's more where that came from. Get dressed. We'll go get breakfast. God, I could use some French toast. We just do that at the Jade Palace, of course. I get a candle on my French toast with berries, and embarrassingly enough, the whole place sings happy birthday. Despite that, I feel like I'm floating. Granny never fails to put me at ease. For me? She rolls her eyes at my tone. I'm surprised she doesn't snatch it back from me. Stick to your day job, Chris. Open it. Inside this regular box, I take it off its top, expecting jewelry, some nice tweezers, but not this. The shop key? That it is. I told you, didn't I? You'd be taking over the shop in my place before too long. I think you're old enough now. You bitch, you got free real estate. I'm so proud of you. You have a house and a shop, and you got business too. Wait, get the business permit out. What if I get it all wrong? Don't worry, I'll teach you everything you need to know. This is a good thing. You're more than qualified. You just have to trust in yourself. This this little bundle of sadness is just full of self pity and self doubt. He needs a lot more self love. She's probably right. She always seems to be. I'm so young. I mean, Granny won't live forever, but she's still got a ways to go. Couldn't she have waited a couple more years? This just not when I wanted it. I try not to seem ungrateful. I'd always planned on giving it to your dad one day, but he never quite showed any interest in the business. He does not have a green thumb, let me tell you. He killed all my petunias. You know what the fuck happens when you kill my petunias. Speaking of which, then I shifted focus and tried Daphne out instead, but she found it dreadfully boring and she was so impatient. Not much has changed on that front. Daphne, my elder sister by a whole 10 years, she was practically my fourth parental figure besides my mom, dad, and granny. Now she lives an hour away with my nephew. I wonder if she'll call me today. I think we're both bad at remembering birthdays and the like. I hope she remembers though. So when you started showing interest in actual skill, I started planning for you to do so instead. Though I'm sure you could guess I'd do that by now. I'm going to do my best, thank you, Granny. Really, even after how I acted years back, you never lost faith in me. And he chokes up a bit. You were one of the only people still believed in me, gave me a chance, loved me unconditionally. There's no way I could be who I am today if not for you. Don't need to thank me for loving you, Chris. I'm thankful for you. I mean, it would have been fine if no one wanted to run a shop, but once you started working with me and living in your Poppy and I's old apartment, I knew that you'd be much happier. I will cherish this until the day I die. I cried, but nod to her sniffly. I accept, Granny. Thank you. I'll make you proud. I know you will. I got a text from Beach. Okay, time for the next part of the day. Proceeding that, a phone call. I stand outside one of the shops lining the street I live on and answer. It's my parents. I decide to answer right away. I don't think I can easily call them back when I get home. Though the street is noisy, hopefully I can still hear them. Chris! Happy birthday! We love you! But there's the sound of waves, people chatting, music, kids squealing in the background. All the sounds you associate with a cruise ship. We're so sorry we couldn't be there to celebrate with you, but we miss you and love you so much. We love you. It's all good. Granny got me breakfast. I'm going to base to celebrate. Ooh, that sounds fun. Well, I can't be. I'm so glad he has a good relationship with them besides that. I can't be sure how long this call will last, but we're so glad we got to talk to you, even if only for a couple minutes. Make sure not to drink too much. We don't want you to pick you up from the hospital for alcohol poisoning again. Oh my god, what the euphoria. But then again, I've been a good Christian boy. I didn't really drink that much until it was graduation year at high school. And then at college, I managed to drink. And the only time I managed to drink a lot during my fraternity initiation, uh, it wasn't exactly hazing, but there were some hazing like characteristics. The paddle, there was the paddle. I enjoyed the paddle by getting into the BDSM. This is not the time to discuss that, is it? Point is, I know how to drink. I just don't know how to take proper shots. There's a story behind that. I'll get to it. You guys just gotta remind me. It's a joke, a bad one, a true bully attempt at one considering what we've been through. Brings up old wounds. If only he knew how Granny passed the shop to me. Not him, not Mom, not even Daphne. Me. Aaron, please not on his birthday. The mom knows this bullshit. No worries, Dad. I'm not a stupid kid anymore. If you can believe it, I've grown up. Maybe you should. Look, I gotta go. Just have fun. We're losing service, but we love, 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 love you. We'll celebrate when we get back, so look forward to that. Have a good day. The dad tries. I know that. It's just very poor choices, you know? My dad is similar in a way. My dad's dead now, but one of his distinct memories before he died, my mother said she was looking for me because we always had this thing where he was slowly losing mobility. I was always the one who was asked to make coffee for him. And one of his last memories on the hospital bed was calling for me because he wanted some coffee again too. I wasn't at the hospital. I was at work because I still couldn't get a leave away. It really got to that point. Sorry. Anyways, let's skip that for now. I feel a little sour spot in the pit of my stomach, but I do my best to suppress it. And they wonder why there is this distance between us. How unfair. Am I not allowed to change to get better? A lot of people don't see you change a lot until it's kind of shoved in their face. Don't worry about it, Chris. I look at my phone, decide to do something I should try to do on days that aren't holidays. There's a click and I hear a familiar tired voice. Hello? Hey, Def, it's Chris. Oh man, yeah, it's your birthday. Happy birthday! Sorry I would have called today. Just didn't know. It's no problem. I'm bad with remembering birthdays too. Oliver, your uncle's on the phone. They're shuffling and Daphne trying to explain who I am to him. But Mom, no buts. Just wish him a happy birthday. That's it. That's all you have to do. Happy birthday, Uncle Chris. Thanks. So how old are you turning? 21. It's kind of the opposite of you. You're 12, right? Yeah, that's how numbers work. Wow. Oliver, yours is coming up in a couple months, right? Yeah, it's August 3rd. I'll be sure to send you something then. Love you. Thanks for talking to me. You can hand the phone back to your mom, buddy. I love you too, Uncle Chris. It's forced, but it doesn't make it any less good to hear. Hey, he's such a sweetheart. You sure you're his mom? I tried to do better than our parents did. Yeah, I can hear you. They actually just called me. Oh, they made time for you in their busy schedule? I know, right? Dad had the nerve to bring up my trip to the hospital. You could have died. Why would he bring that up today? It's my 21st birthday. Doesn't matter if you're going to do something like that again. You would have done so already. You're doing great. I'm going to call them. Daphne, don't. Besides, they're on their cruise, remember? Must be nice. Can't wait to ditch Oliver right when he graduates high school and try to reclaim my 20s. Ever since becoming a parent, I understand even less why they are the way they are. Oh, burn, burn, burn. I love Daphne. You're great. I'm sorry you had to go through that, especially today. It's all good to feel a bit better. Did you have breakfast with Granny already? Yeah, like 30 minutes ago. I missed that. I wanted to come see you guys, but I've just been so busy with work, and Ollie just started playing soccer, and that costs all kinds of money. You're good, I understand. I should come visit you when I'm not running the shop. We can probably close the shop for a week or something. Oh, speaking of, Granny gave me the key to the shop today. Oh my god, are you serious? Chris, that's so awesome. I'm glad she's happy for me. Thank you. I wasn't expecting it. She said I was ready. I bet. That's so cool. I'm so proud of you. I really am. When she says it, I really do believe it. No more tears, no more tears. Thanks, Steph. I love you. I don't want to keep you too long. It was nice talking to you. Daphne sounds like a great sister. It's just one of those times where you're just more distant because you still have to deal with parents in the middle. But once you're apart, I guess it improves. I'll be honest. My brother and I, not that close. We still live with the parents. Parent. So I don't know what it's gonna be like once he moves out because he's got a girlfriend. They're getting married in a few months. I don't know what's gonna happen afterwards. I've been trying to move out of the house so I can be myself too, but it's been hard with money and not finding a job yet. At this rate, I won't make it to my 22nd birthday. I already gone back to the apartment, packed my pajamas, and arrived at B's apartment. Found myself standing outside the little townhouse complex. If I hadn't lucked out with Granny's old apartment, I'd have been in another one. In another one for sure. Going over always felt like a party in and of itself. We'd play games together, listen to music, cook. When I was working with B, I was all over all the time, but now I kept more of a distance. She only had two roommates, Rain and Zoe, but since then she's moved someone else in. There are only 3 bedrooms. Don't tell me B's got them sleeping on the couch. Seemed everything unfortunate in my world led back to my ex and my parents too. To be so cruel as to keep me from my friends, I decided then to make more of an effort to visit more. It can't be healthy to just work and go home. I feel called out. That's all I've been doing in the past few months. That's when I had my mental break, and work had to wrestle me to get a therapist. A lot's happened to me, and I feel like it's actually been echoing a lot in Chris. Ever since I met Shay, we've gone out a lot more, and it's been really nice. I don't know what changed with B, but I hope things con- continue. Oh, look at her. She's drawn well. Hello, ma'am. Zoe, one of B's roommates and longtime best friends. I worked with her at the Jade Palace. Back then, Zoe was our manager, and maybe that's why we were never super close, but I still considered her a friend. I already feel like I've done something wrong, like I was late for my shifts. I know I haven't been around a lot. Life just gets in the way. But I digress. I step inside, shutting the door, and she spreads her arms out. She's up to my neck lengthwise. I give her a hug. Giving her a hug is a little awkward, but mostly pleasant. I sent some sass there. Her guess is as good as mine. B often does things without thinking, which I know for a fact drives Zoe insane. She has to think for a second, which is either funny or sad, depending on how you look at it. You always sort through my head. There aren't a lot of people with such an old name. I would know. That's the only place I ever want to get groceries. Ah! He's here! No! I hear that British accent and my blood runs cold. Zoe giggles at my expense and nods. Why are you so well shaded? What the fuck? He's like he's ridiculously well shaded. B, Zoe, and I would always be making googly eyes at him when we shop. Well, not just him. There was another cashier, a tall red-headed girl, and this other lady with a buzz cut and gauges. For some reason, Tiny Mart had the biggest selection of hotties in town. I didn't say anything about your good looks. I pull out the key of my pocket, an unnecessary move, but nonetheless I show it off. I just became the owner. I think about it for a second. Oh, he crosses himself, pulling around front of me in paradise. If you let it get to your head, she's gonna smack you in the face. Bitch. Another familiar voice? It wasn't Rain. I don't think I've ever heard Rain laugh. Chuckle be sure, but never laugh. Shay! Wait, I didn't invite you. What are you doing here? Happy birthday! I, It's a sleepover. He's saying it like it's nothing. Maybe it is, but would I have taken off work for his birthday? Wait, you were. Consider this, Chris. You were willing to close the shop for a week to hang out with your sister. This guy would close for a day because he owns the other shop, the tattoo. He owns tattoo. Well, if I was invited, I didn't invite him. Not that I didn't want him to, but I'm overthinking this. You look more like a Jack and Cola kind of guy, but at least he's got some semblance of taste. I just shiver at the thought of drinking margarita. Margarita's not that bad, is it? Oh my god. That's a little rough to start it. Not that B needs alcohol to have a good time. She's just high on life. Oh my god, Chris, calm down. You don't need this mental messaging. He was sober the last two times we went out, so I don't. Because drinking has its own perks and downsides. Ah, exactly. Oh my god. You grips her waist from behind. Oh, Rain. Rain, hi, how are you? You look great. Hold on, I'm actually blushing right now. This is wild. Rain looks well. He looks well. They look well, sorry. You know, some communal assisting would be nice, you know? Like, do some chores regardless.
Floor and frozen meal boxes overflowing in the trash.
I'm happy to watch the two bicker as always, or rather Zoe attempts to scold them, and Rain doesn't flinch, but V breaks it up.
Guys, it's Chris's day.
Oh!
Let's not spoil it.
The timing is impeccable. And so the party begins as soon as B arrives, or rather gets out of the shower. They decorated the dining room with, you guessed it, flower-themed birthday decorations. They made the cutest cake made out of smaller succulent cupcakes. A homemade broccoli, macaroni and cheese, and of course a drink for the fruity. Punch jingle juice, they called it. I can take an educated guess of what's in it, regardless of it. I'm drinking it. Seeing how much effort had gone into everything, I find myself struggling to keep from choking up. I've already cried once today, no more, I weakly decide. I look around at everyone and I sit at my designated chair and silently pray no one is cruel enough to shove my face in the cake. Shay starts to light the candles and my previous worry disappears entirely. They sing me happy birthday, rather be Hugh and Shay do. Rain would rather die than sing, but they're there for more support, nothing else. The punch goes down easily. Once the music starts playing, it's all downhill, rather uphill. New music relaxed my brain being the first. You and Zoe dance together, of course. BA tries to coax Rain into dancing, which they of course refuse, but they seem to be content just talking and tapping their foot to the rhythm. Rain is just like a true goth, heart to the bone. Better yet, I am having a blast. I'm not the only one. We take turns playing our favorite songs, screaming the lyrics and dancing in ways. Whatever it is from musicals, kids shows, songs commonly played on radio. Shay's music taste surprises me. It's not all metal. One moment he's pulling off a current dance move and the next he's belting a Broadway hit. What surprises me more than even that is how having him and Hugh feels really no different from the days I spent with V, Zoe, and Rain. They fit in the group so seamlessly. He was one of those guys that I imagine fit well in any group. He's so chill you can almost forget about him entirely, but Shay... he feels like another one of us. It's that cause I'd hung out with Shay before this, I'm inclined to believe that. I take a break, plopping down on the couch and catching a breath. Shay follows suit, leaning in to talk to me, unable to hear clearly due to the music blasting. His breath has a hint of alcohol, but he seems to be mostly sober from what I
You
can
having
tell.
fun?
Yeah. You?
I'm having a lot of fun. I can't remember the last time I went to a house party.
Now that it mentions it, I kind of remember the last time my last time either. Even at 21, I already feel like I'm entering my senior years. I should be doing this sort of thing every weekend or every other at the very
We
least.
should do this more often.
I don't realize until later on, but he was astounded by that.
Yeah, we should. The guys at the shop would love that.
You only work with guys?
Oh, no, not at all. Sorry, I use guys as a noun, adverb, and an adjective. How drunk are you?
Not drunk. I am pretty tipsy, though. I just cut myself off.
That's good. I think I'm going to as well.
You don't have to.
No, but I don't want to forget tonight.
He says he doesn't want to forget tonight.
Me neither. You all outdid yourselves. I've already thanked everyone so many times.
You don't have to thank us. You just focus on having fun.
Wanna dance?
Just dance. This is a party. Of course, the Brit gets like the Megan eyeglass look. I catch B and Zoe in the corner, and it plants seed in my brain. I take his other hand and start moving our arms. It reminds me of how kids at the playground grab each other's hand and spin circles. Instead, I'm practically double dutching his arms like limp noodles. I got one last surprise. She leads me and everyone else to her bedroom. I give her a suggestive look as a joke. What? Movie night? A pillow fort? She made an entire pillow fort for all of us to watch movies together. You guys need to spread out though. I'm too claustrophobic to have this many people in my room at once. I hope you know those gummy fish are all mine. Who do you think I got them for? You're a dumb drunk, aren't you? I'm not even drunk. So you're just dumb then? Thanks for clarifying. Wait, you should all get in your pajamas first. Please tell me everyone brought some, Shay. I usually sleep in my underwear, but just for you I went to the store and got some. Damn, I would have liked to see underwear. I said what I've said. I'm sad about it. Under normal circumstances, I probably would have second-guessed myself there, but no. I said what I said, and I'm not ashamed. Whatever happened to birthday suits, huh? Oh my god, that's cute. Everyone's got a face mask. Cucumber. Everyone up in their PJs and we gather in B's room. By now I feel the alcohol starting to lose effectiveness, so focus on just eating to fill whatever I lost while dancing. Movie plays, but only a handful of us even watch it. It's meant to just be white noise while we instead apply face masks. One of us... Only some of us have those wet papery ones. Shay and Ray's are charcoal and clay masks that got... Shay and Rain's are charcoal and clay masks that goes to me because I'm the birthday boy. But I know better than that. It's just because it's green and no one else wanted
Hey,
it.
where are the cucumber slices?
I knew I was forgetting something.
It's all good.
Oh, here's the cucumber. The latter being in our current activity, I often have Bee cut my cuticles because she knows how and I don't want to hurt myself. Shay sits beside her as
You
she does
have
my nails.
really nice hands.
He says out of seemingly nowhere. He looks down at them at my face.
Really?
Yeah, they are really well kept.
Thank Bee for that.
Thanks. I don't really try. Constantly working with dirt, they tend to get, well, dirty. I can
Yay.
use gloves.
We get it. For the love of always someone's shut him up.
You have nice...
You have nice arms. You have nice everything. Skin. I touched my face with my pulse again. Oh, great.
I love compliments.
You have nice hands. What food he hates, what he fears, outside of bugs, of course. I just need the courage to ask. Just ask, be friends. Be as many things, but she must expel lots of her energy throughout the day. When the sun goes down, she's already in bed. She falls into sleep as effortlessly as a cat. Another movie I've seen a dozen times play, and I dig up some courage to ask some boss to not let the last thing I say him to be like that I like his skin. I'm going to carve it off him and wear it. Friends know all kinds of things about each other. Can't sleep? Nah, I usually struggle to sleep at new places, but it's no problem. If you're tired, you can sleep. I brought my earbuds. I can just watch something on my phone. I'm not tired either, which is weird because Granny woke me up so early this morning. I met her before, I think. Yeah, she said you were very sweet. That's good. She brought all of us all some brownies. They were amazing too. Usually I would have opted out, but I had to try one. Everything Granny makes is gold. That's how I feel about my mom's cooking. What's your favorite thing she makes? Halo halo, easy. Puñeta! Motherfucking Filipino. Ah! No, the puns make sense. He's Pinoy. I know the Pinoy puns and the need to switch it into a different song and the Broadway hits and everything. Bitches Pinoy, I should have seen it from day one. I'd be surprised if you did. My mom's Filipino, well, so am I. I don't know why I said it like that, but what I mean is she makes a lot of food from the Philippines. One for dessert she makes is learned is my lola grandma. Halo halo is my... I knew it. It was Tagalog all along. I am anak ko tingin sinakala. Pare, Pacquiao, ang ganda mo, puti. Why are you great? Yeah, I found his flaw. He's from the Philippines. He's from the Philippines. I found his flaw. The universal flaw in all of us. The thing that makes him... I'm from the Philippines. Sweet and beans and seasoned fruit, you have to try it yourself. There's nothing quite like it. You speak another language? Then yeah, I do. It's Tagalog. It's a dialect. So what about you? What's your favorite food your granny makes? Apple crumble. It's the best. Brown sugar crumble, apples, bacon, caramelized. Usually eat it with vanilla ice cream. I'd be willing to eat anything that you made. No wonder he's such a smooth talker. He's Filipino. I fucking know it. Damn it. Filipinos are diehard romantics. Our majority of our discography are romance songs, serenading songs even. That is fucking, oh my god. I'm walking out. I'm walking out. My Filipino heritage is not gonna come out today. No, sir. Sir guapo nyo, pero hindi ko na kaya. The Filipinos coming out,
You're
guys.
really nice.
No wonder he's so nice. He's Filipino. It all makes sense now. His character flaws Filipino.
So are you.
No, not really.
He sits out a bit from his spot to look
Why
at
do
me.
you say that?
Well, 'cause it's true. I mean, I haven't been that friendly with you. I honestly didn't know what to make of you at first. I didn't even know.
Oh,
I
calm
mean,
down.
we're complete strangers, but that doesn't mean we can't learn now. It's
He's
not
so
too late
sad
or
about it.
anything.
Yeah.
I just feel like any friend of B's is a friend of mine.
There's still a lot I don't know about you either. And I think you're pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Was that the last minute
I just
dialogue
wish I hadn't
change?
been so stubborn before. Maybe it's not a good excuse or anything, but I don't really feel comfortable getting to know new people. Bee, Rain, Zoe, and even Hugh are people I've known for a decent amount of time. I just am really bad when it comes to knowing whether people are good or not. Which is really stupid of me. I mean, I just need to man up a bit.
Chris,
Oh god, here we go. It's the man up part that he's gonna berate.
be careful not to talk yourself down.
Exactly. Don't
That
talk
stuff can be
yourself down.
really, really harmful. I get it. I used to be really hard on myself too, but I do think you're a great guy, Chris, and I don't think it's bad or unmanly to be cautious around people. I think I could learn a thing or two from you in that department, honestly. So, I'm glad we're friends.
I pivot to look at him
No.
serious. I'm serious.
I think that part of you is really great, honestly.
I mean, thanks. That all makes sense and stuff, but wait.
I haven't been a good friend to you. I didn't really even consider you a friend until you saved my life. I mean, you
I can hear the
you
sadness in his
considered me a
voice,
friend
dude.
after just meeting me. I didn't even give you a real shot.
Ah.
You haven't done anything for me to distrust you so much.
Let me say first, I'm crying. Good. Alright, back to the show.
I'm really sorry, Shay. You're really too good a guy.
A guy,
friend.
for me. Yeah.
For me.
Someone, I'm getting the shits out. I really am the word. Oh my god. Aw, he's softening up.
I'm not like the best guy either. I mean, is anyone really? So, you were a bit unsure of me. You were never hateful about it though. And besides, I'd figured you'd get used to me eventually. And if you didn't, well, then that was okay too. I haven't been myself in a long time. This is the first time I've been out and about with people that weren't B. She's been helping me get out a bit more.
If I get out more, what does he mean
You
exactly?
went through a bad breakup, right? Is that why you didn't get out?
He hesitates at first before nodding slowly. Yeah, the breakup itself was fine, I guess, but the aftermath, it was tough. Yeah, we know
Hey.
all about that.
Hang in there. I've been through some really bad breakups. Had one a couple months back, in
Oh
fact.
god.
But
We're having a
once
heart
you start prioritizing yourself,
asleep.
it'll get better. I promise.
You're a better friend to me than you realize, Chris. Thank you for not pitying me or trying to get into my business. I honestly appreciate that more than you'll ever know.
I shake the credit away.
None of that was really intentional, though.
Well,
You don't
you
seem like
don't
the kind of
seem
guy
like the
to
kind of guy to
answers.
press me for answers or pity me, right?
Nope. I don't want him to say more than he's willing to say, and he's a strong person. He doesn't need me to coddle him. Everyone goes through this sort of thing, right? He already seems to be doing well. If I planned on even a small part of that, count me happy.
I never held it against you, but I am glad you finally came around.
I blush furiously, but swallow my pride just
I
this
am
once.
too.
Perhaps we have been all this time, but now we both acknowledge it, or rather, I do. We're finally friends. Even if I harbor these semi-romantic feelings, at this moment I just want to be his friend. I just want to how he sees me. Just before the clock strikes midnight, sleep finds me and I feel whole. Okay, this is a good time to wrap up. We've encountered a lot today. This was a good... It has been an hour. We managed to cover, like, what, 3 chapters? Roughly 3 chapters. Anyways, thanks again, everybody. California Macky signing out. It's always nice to just visit something that's just story-driven, you know? And something that's easy enough to read, and just a good point to just chill and sit down and read. I wish I had a better recording setup for it, and by better I mean easier to carry. Anyways, California Macky signing out. The interactions between them has been really nice, and the introduction of characters has been great. Anyways, sorry, I keep sidetracking. TheCaliMack signing out. Bye for now. Hugs and kisses. Mwah, mwah. P.S. I'm Filipino. I'm admitting it now. Bleh.